it didn't work end to end. I remember I was using it. I was like, wait, it can't do everything. I was like, obviously it can't do everything, but that's crazy. Like people love it, even though it's not perfect yet because of what it inspires them is possible. And so that was a huge lesson was like, you know, if you're first to something, like there are advantages to being first. Similar like this philosophy of blitzscaling, right? If you think there's winner take all market, like you have a different way to play the game. You should play the game differently if you think there's a chance you could win it all. So that these kinds of like philosophies are and that's the other piece that I think I totally underestimated my whole career. Reid is a philosopher. And I'm more of just like a hacker kind of programmer, like, tech guy. But I realize now the value of philosophy much more deeply. And I'm at the very beginning of this, but he's always quoting philosophers, Wittgenstein, just like people. I'm like, who are these people? Like they died 200 years ago. Why are we talking about them? But actually, like, it's very relevant because um, things like language and the importance of language and cognition, how you think, how you speak, how you write, all of this is actually very important now. And a lot of the people who were thinking about this, the great thinkers of the past, kind of were running into these ideas before they were relevant to technology, especially now that we have programs that can emulate thought, right? How you think. And then if I think about philosophy, it's like, do you understand, like, how well do you understand people? Because technology is not just like, it's not just, we don't just build machines for the sake of building machines. We build machines to solve problems that people have. So you have to actually understand people and like have deep empathy. Try to understand like what do people actually care about? What do they want? What are their desires? And that gives you a better lens with which to kind of build technology, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely making something people want. And that's
Yeah,
what I see always say.
that's
And
right.
yeah, but you said, like a fast to be the market is important, but do you have any idea something it's unexplored yet, but could have a huge potential? I mean, could be AI
I think there are
agent.
so many.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
many now, right? Like I feel like I have these ideas every day, honestly. The question is, what do you actually spend your time on? But I think if you look at like, just look at any new capability, like let's take language model. Like this is my bread and butter is language models. Like, okay, now we have language models. Okay, like make a list of all the things that you could not do 2 years, like 3 years ago, that language models let you do. And then it's like, well, 3+ years ago, anyone that had messy data could not do data analysis. But one of the most powerful capabilities of language models is the structured